Halacha Gimel, chapter 12, the third Halacha. B'mei Melacha Mashiach, in the days of Mashiach, Yashev Mamlachtoi, when his shall be established his kingdom, Yiskab to Elo Kol Yisrael, and everyone will gather to Mashiach, Yisyachsu Kulam, and we will know who's a Kohen, a Levi, etc. Al-Piv, according to his mouth, the Ruach HaKodesh, with the Holy Spirit, Shetanocholo, that will rest upon him, Shenemet as a Malachim, and he will sit and cleanse and purify. And Mashiach will say who is a Levi and a Kohen, B'nei Levi Mitar Tchilo. First he will purify the children of Levi. And he says, Zem Yuchos Kohen, this one's a Kohen, Zem Yuchos Levi, this is the Levi. And will push off those who are not genealogically Kanim or Revian, the Yisrael. And he will also purify them, those who are Jews. It says in Ezra, chapter 2, 63, this is Nehemiah ben Chachloyer. Rashi says he's called Hatashato because he permitted them to drink wine of the Nesach of the Goyim. It means permission, because he was Saramashkin to give the king wine. Nehemiah said, they will not eat from the Holy of Holies, but even those who were considered Kohanim should not eat the chatas and the shomes until there shall come a kohen who will be able to wear the arm of the tumim and know that he has the Holy Spirit. And that's a Machon Nesher HaGodol, and say who they are. Like somebody says, until the days of Mashiach, that I will not do this. You see, that with the Holy Spirit he will say who is genealogically a Kohen, Hamuchzokin, Umadian, Hamyuchas, and regarding those who have a status of a Kohen, and he lets them know who has a right to it. But he does not say who's a Jew only for their tribes. He says this one is from this tribe, and this one's to this tribe. But he doesn't say if they're mamzer or not. This one's a mamzer or a slave, and rather the Yisrael. Because a family that has been mixed amongst others will become Tomei. They don't recognize who is kosher and who's posel. Halacha says Novi does not come to say who's pure and who's impure, and not to distance people, but rather to make peace. And here he adds the Machon Mashiach, when he tells us who is a Jew and will cause them to join the Jewish people, he will only purify Shevet Levi to be clean, the Kohanim and Leviim, and the rest will remain as Yisrael. Now, a mishpocha that was mixed in with others, was assimilated. The Ram brings down the Rambam will explain what it says, like these aliyah comes to cause them to be not pure or to purify, to distance or to bring close. And he mentions there slaves and chalolim, because being a slave is called a tamei, and psulkuna is called larachek. And that's what the Mishnah says, V'chuko b'nei mishpachto, and they distanced her because she said what she said from the Kohanim, from the priesthood, because the Kohanim listen when you say to distance, but not to bring close. Mamzer and Asina, Allah Yosi, they're Shiurim for the future, would mean even individuals we know that they were not Jewish, the Torah, and that would seem the state of the entire discussion over there. Hilchos Yesodei HaTorah disagree, right, whether if somebody was a known mamzer at that time, will he be Torah in the future? The Rambam questions of the Rambam on the Maimonides is the opinion that Rae Gann Family disagreeing on mamzerim that were already mixed in, and that somebody that there's no difference between the days of Mashiach and the days of today. Eliyahu will not say which families had mixed in their mamzerim, and we cannot exile them either. It brings from Yosef Kohen Melonu that the Halacha is like Rabbi Yossi. The family that had mixed into it has those people mixed into it, and that seems the Rambam's opinion also in Hilchos Melochim. He says he says who's kosher, who's a mamzer and is a eved. That the din of mishpocha that became mixed, and he does not tell us who it is. And since Eliyahu will not tell it who they are, today we don't say so because there's no difference between today to the Moetzes Mashiach at all. The Maimonides discusses the permission of a Safek Mamzer if it's Safek Deraisim and a Torah you go to Chumrah or Mirabon Kula, or it's only rabbinically that we go Chumrah. And the Rambam is that mishpocha that became mixed is mixed. It's a psul yuchsun, like a mamzer or a slave that became mixed into Jews. You don't reveal who they are. The pasuk, which says that he will sit and cleanse them and purify it. It's talking by the Kahana Levim that will be purified and cleansed. And even though now they're considered Kahana Levim, Mashiach will come. That will be clarified. Those who are not will not. In this regard, the Rambam says that Mashiach will clarify the families of the Kahana Levim, and the Rambam says that even today a Kohen is known from what group he would be of the 24, which household he comes from, and he knows when he's supposed to work in the Mikdash. He can't drink wine that day. If he doesn't recognize it, then he can eat in our times continuously. He doesn't have to worry. Mashiach will come today and reveal it. Rae disagrees. Mashiach will come, that he will purify and cleanse, and will tell us which ones they belong to, and each day which one is and who's a Kohen to drink that day. And he adds that the cleansing that Melochim Mashiach will do with the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, will tell us which families belong to which. We know which ones, what times they do their service in the Beis HaMikdash, that household of which father. The Avodah Tamo says that the main purpose of Eliyahu coming is to take away theft and robbery and evil from our midst. When it says that he will tell us which shaver they belong to, who's a Kohen, who's a Levi, has nothing to do with his being sent. The Mashiach will do so with his Holy Spirit, like the Rambam here. Mashiach, he says, Bostoner Rebbe will sit in the next to the Beis HaMikdash, from Lishkas HaGozes, and their purpose will be to check who's the Kohanim who are genealogically Kohanim, and also not blemished. Bezin will check that. The Melech questions, here he writes that Mashiach will do it with the Holy Spirit. He says, we know that Torah doesn't come from heaven to tell us what is, and therefore how does the Holy Spirit decide whether a person is a Kohen or not? Therefore he explains that even though the Mishnah of the Melech is unsure if Eliyahu is coming to clarify the Halacha or to verify the facts on the ground, that he can do. In other words, since it's not Halacha, we say he can do it. The Mashiach will tell us the facts on the ground with the Holy Spirit, and therefore he will have that ability, even though Torah la b'shamayim regarding Halacha.